Hello, this will be a walkthrough of our lesson 3 walking test for fitness walking class. The walking test is going to be the standardized test for a fitness walking class. So you have your fitness assessment, which all classes do at the high school level and at the middle school level. And then you have your walking test. This is going to be another way to measure your physical activity based on what you can do during this assessment. First, this assignment does involve physical activity, so make sure you are prepared with the right tennis shoes and the right clothing and apparel to go outside or on a treadmill and complete the walking test. If you plan on walking outside, you're going to be walking 1 mile, so make sure you're in a safe area. You have means of calling somebody if something happens, have a cell phone, just have a safety in mind when you go out to complete the walk test. If you have access to a gym with a treadmill, or if you have a treadmill at home, or if you have access to a high school track or a middle school track that you can do laps around, then that is also an option for this test. If you are concerned about where or how to do the mile walk, please reach out to your teacher and let them know. Okay, for the success criteria, the student will demonstrate a good walking technique by completing one 1 mile walk test, and then the submission is going to be a reflection of how you felt and how you scored on the test. A checklist quick. Number 1, warm-up activity. It's always important to warm up before you go out and do any sort of physical activity. The second thing is to learn how to, or to review, make sure you know how to calculate your heart rate. The third thing is the walking test, which is a self-assessment. Fourth is a strength and cool down activity. The strength and cool down activity is to help you get more activity minutes for your logs, but then also to make sure you stretch and cool down after your assessment or after your physical activity. 5, the reflection questions. And 6, the student log sheet is going to be your activity log, which you can use the minutes that you complete during this test on your activity log as minutes for your engagement. If you need help with a warm-up, what to do with the warm-up, you can click here on checklist item 1 and it will show you some ideas for a warm-up. Checklist item 2 is going to be to know how to manually take your heart rate. This has been posted before when the fitness assessment was happening, but if you have a heart rate monitor, you may use that. If you do not, then this is a way to calculate your heart rate. You want to take your pulse either on your wrist or on your neck for 15 seconds. And after the 15 seconds, you're going to multiply that by 4, which would then make it not 30 seconds, not 45 seconds, but 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. When you look at the test assessment sheet, it is going to have your heart rate listed by minute. So once you do a 15-second count, make sure you multiply that by 4. Okay, here's checklist item 3. This is the 1 mile walking test. You're going to walk a mile as fast as you can while keeping approximately the same pace for the entire mile. This means you're not running and you're not walking too fast that you have to slow down. You want to try to keep the same pace. Walk as fast as you can. If you start to feel tired, try to keep your pace where you are as fast as you can. If you need to slow down for just a few seconds, slow down. Do not stop. Slow down if you need to, and then speed back up and try to keep going the approximate same pace that you had been going. Immediately after the mile, this is very important. Do not wait 30 seconds. Do not wait 60 seconds. Don't wait at all. You want to immediately count your heartbeats or look at your heart rate monitor to see where your heart rate was at the very end of your test. Waiting any seconds at all, waiting any minutes at all, your heart rate will immediately start to drop when you're done walking. So you want to get that highest heart rate that you can, the highest that it was as you finished your 1 mile walk. Then you're going to use the chart to determine your walking rate. Locate your heart rate in the left column and then the walking time at the bottom. Find the point where the row and column intersect to determine your rating. This is a little blurry and hard to see, but an example would be if you are at 18 minutes in your walk, you're going to go to 18 down here where it says time, and then you want to go up to whatever your heart rate was. If your heart rate was 140, then you're here in the marginal zone. If your heart rate was 120, then you're down here in the good fitness zone. And if your heart rate was 170 or higher, you're up here in the low fitness zone. If the mile took you 20 minutes, then you're here at 120 in marginal, or you're here at 140 or above in the low. If your mile took you 15 minutes, then you're here in the good zone no matter where your heart rate was. Once you determine if you were in the good fitness, marginal fitness, or low fitness zones, then you're going to come down to the next checklist item. This is going to be your cool down and your strength activities. And then number 5 is the checklist or your reflection questions. The easiest way to submit this assignment is to use a text box. So click text for submission type, copy and paste these questions. And here you can type out your answer. And then again, with all 4 questions. Again, the last thing that you're going to do is make sure however long this test took you, remember it was physical activity, you can log any activity in your activity logs. So go ahead and go over to activity log 1, or maybe you're on activity log 2 now, and add these minutes to that log. Submit at the bottom when you are done, and that's it. Please reach out to your teacher if you have any questions.